Gratifying Joe from Easy Painting Tips. This is the follow-up video of how to kill mould and what to do after. Right, if you remember, I'm going to quickly recap. What it was is the mould badly damaged the window frame. So what we did was we repaired the window frame, and this is a quick video of how easy it was to do it. Because remember, this will save you a lot of cash. This say you're selling your flat. I know a friend of mine, he had real bad noisy neighbours, and he had people come and look at his flat about 3 days. So he couldn't just call up some painter and decorator, because unfortunately, you know, they're going to charge you a few quid if they know you're in a bit. You know, it's like people got other jobs on, so you have to pay them more incentive to come and do your one. Anyway, so I showed him how to do this, fixed up his window sill. It was a treat. Because the thing is, this isn't a bodge job. It's just how to do it quick and how to do it hard, and it will sustain it and make it look good. So I'm going to quickly go and run it through y'all. Because what we do is we're going to use this polyfiller, but also what we did was we mix it in. There's no nails glue as well, because what it did is it made it a real nice hard mixture. Because a lot of times the polyfiller, it was sinking and it was sinking. Sometimes you're now having to do it a few times and all that. When you put this in a bit of the glue, nice and it's hard, it's really stable. You can't push it in. Because the thing is, because the window was so badly damaged and damp. Anyway, I'll quickly show you the recap of the video. If you look through London now, I bet you if you walk down any street in London at the moment, you'll see a glazer van. And that's not because someone's broken their window, it's because their windows are falling in or falling out. Just due to really bad age, you know, they're getting aged. And it's not helping with all this dampness and stuff, you know. So please have a watch of the video, enjoy it, like, subscribe. And if people are still holding on to their New Year's resolutions, big up to you. If you're staying off the drink, keep going. If you stop smoking, keep going for it. The first couple of weeks are always the hardest. If you get over 14 days, trust me, it gets easier. Drinking, I find, is also another one. It's one of those 14 days. Managed to get over that 14-day period now. Not itching as bad now. I think I'm giving up sugar now as well. So if anyone else wants to give up sugar, see what it does for their skin. I'm getting blotchy now. I think that's just it all coming out, but let's go on and we'll see what happens. So, alright, so look, God, I hate that thing. I feel like bloody Lincoln Park or something. That's a blood thingy after a bite by a dog, by the way. I'm not painting my nails, but I ain't a modern man, alright? By far from it. Right, look at that. As you can see, that's off a window, and that's just got rotted away by that thing. Look, like I said, I'm not a carpenter, but I'm just going to show you a little tip how, just to make that look as good as possible. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel this back. So there's nothing here at all. Just paint keeping it alive. Rotten to the core, mate. Woodworm wouldn't even live here, that's how bad it is. Don't worry though, I'm going to show you how to still patch it up, and it'll look good, alright. It won't look brand new, unfortunately, because it's not brand new. But like I said, I'm like Gottfried Wok, or whatever his name is. I just cover up blemishes. It looks like Mick Jagger's pair of lips, that does now, doesn't it? Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to get a bit of newspaper, we're going to crunch it up, and we're going to stuff that hole. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to crunch up the newspaper, and we're going to stick it in there. Basically, we're going to create a nest. I'm going to pack it solid. This is like that old clown analogy where you fit about 50 clowns in there, yeah? Obviously, what you want to try to do, we're just going to have it flush enough, because we're going to be putting our polyfiller on top of it to sit on it, alright? So don't have to keep packing it. We don't have to keep packing it, because we don't really know where it's going to go, really. Like I said, we just want it enough so we can flatten, so we can flush our polyfiller, alright? That looks alright. I might just put a little piece here. more or less, it's like paper macheing. So any mums out there, they're probably used to paper macheing with their kids or stuff, or whatever. Or people, if they've got good memories from school, stuff like that. People do much paper mache these days, do they? But that's basically what we're going to really do. We're going to reenact paper macheing, really. Because once we put polyfill on that, the newspaper will dry hard, and it'll be rock hard solid. And then we'll paint on top of it. Right, I'm going to show you how to make some polyfiller glue. Right, because of that window's so badly damaged, and it probably will reoccur. Right, we've got your normal wood filler, like the 2x one. But what I'm going to do, we're going to add some of this bonded no nails glue as well to that. But first of all, what we do, we knock up the polyfiller like we're knocking it up usual. Don't need loads, don't have a tan on it. Look, you can buy hardened glue in that, but really it is for pros, because once you play with that stuff, it gives you no time to play with it whatsoever. And if you don't put it on smoothly, it's very unforgiving, that's what I'm going to say. So this stuff is going to be a little bit easier to work with, but it can't give you the same results. Obviously you've got to do it yourself, but it's a DIY. You're here to do it yourself, you're not here to buy ready-made stuff. And it's like home cooking, mate. Home cooking's always the best, isn't it? Fucking Uber and all this stuff all the time. People are crazy, man. I ain't seen an Uber driver. Right, once you go like that, I'm going to put some water in it. Right, so once you get your polyfiller, so you want it, so it sticks to the thing. Like that. It looks like chocolate ice cream or something else if you've got a dirty man. But this is what we do now. Right, we get the glue and we're going to squirt it into it, alright? So, and then we're going to mix that into it as well. And then just mix it in like you're mixing a cake with something else, right? It's just going to give it, it's going to dry harder. That's what we want. Like I said, don't go to town with it, but just enough, right? Depends on the bigger job you're doing as well. Wipe down your tools after this, because remember the glue, once that dries hard, it'll be very hard to get anything off anything, so be careful. So just mix it in so you can't even tell it's in there now. You might see a little, it might be a lighter shade, doesn't matter, we're going to paint over it anyway, so not bothered about that. One good thing about Christmas is you get tubs of chocolate, and they're great for knocking up your polyfiller. Alright, so now when you get your polyfiller in, alright, look, we're going to do a first coat with this, alright? Right, we've given that a day to dry simply because of the damp condition it was in, really. So it's dried quite hard now. As you can see, there's a few little cracks. again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another, I'm going to do this properly, and put another coat of polyfiller on this. But what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to quickly give this a light sanding down, get it nice and smooth, and just put on the polyfiller for the second coat. We'll give this 2 coats. Look, rock hard now. You remember what that was? That was like a big hole. It looked like Mick Jagger's lips, I think. Right? It's in a bad way. This is what you want. You want it to bring back its hardness. You want this window, you know. Alright, there's not too much sanding to do, so what we're going to do, we're going to use a light sandpaper for this one, because we don't want to take too much off now. So this is just to smooth all the bumps. I tell you, if you saw the state of that window, I tell you, this hole was so big, mate, it was holier. It was like a church, mate. It was deities trying to rip that gap out. That's how holy it was, yeah? So now we're back and we're ready to repair and make this thing look great. Make the window look great again. Like I said, don't go too crazy with the sanding. Just want it nice and smooth. Probably ventilate the area as well when you're sanding. You get all those blemishes out, you know. Now we're going to be good to paint, alright? Alright, so we're using Zinza, the bullseye. If you look at it, it's not too runny. It's in between runny and thick. Look at that, damaged. That's all damaged from the water, that is. But so what we're going to do, we're just going to go over it. Don't worry, this isn't the gloss, this is just the stain blocker, so. I said this stuff, it's quite runny, it's not terrible. Like I said, this is not the gloss, by the way, this is just a stain blocker, it's just to cover the wood filler. What we're going to do is just want to cover it nice, don't leave any major drips or anything like that. Once we put this on and we get the gloss on, the window will be back to brand new. That's what you want. I said London has got a pandemic. Everything just falling apart at the moment. Trust me, everyone's windows and windowsills they're just eroded. I think it's just everything. Weathering. I think a lot of people are building extensions and they're ruining. A lot of the pipes aren't done proper, so the down pipes they're zigzagging all around and they're just getting blocked up with leaves. We're going to do 2 coats of this, by the way. I want people to know. we're going to let that dry now. As it's a lovely sunny day today, even though it is absolutely freezing, it's always a bonus. It'll help that dry. This will probably dry in about an hour, and then we'll stick another one on. Right, so as you can see, like I said, it's just the first coat. Alright, so we're going to use this deluxe trade. It's a high gloss, it's white. So we've put 2 undercoats on it. Now we're just going to put gloss on top. It's probably the best gloss, this one. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It's done. You won't even recognise this though. Looking like a long way from them days of the mould. Get in between there. Yep. Unfortunately, it's quite a bit of damage caused by the line of flooding and stuff. That is just one coat. It's probably the best gloss, this stuff. And that is going on lovely. I said just watch out for the drips. Everything else looks after itself. Alright, as you can see, that's your mouldy window gone. See, that is the mouldy window gone now. Yeah, simple as that. That's it. Apart from the polyfilling, it shouldn't take you too long with the painting. Depends what you're doing, if you're going to do the whole window, or whatever. Alright, please like and subscribe, please follow.